My name is Eva Castillo. I'm from Tinia, New Mexico. My clan is Todichi in Slanch Bashin. Nanish Eja, Dashanalato, Tatlisani Dashache.
Tell me about how you first learned about drying food.
Drawing food, I had learned that from my great-grandparents back in 1970. They dry the meat, the elk meat, the deer meat, the horse meat, the sheep meat, goat meat, lamb meat. And that's how I learned. I watched them while they were doing all the process, and now continue learning that and pass it on to my kids and down to my grandkids.
What experiences have you had with drying food?
I always helped my both grandparents while they were doing that, and I had learned, and it's really challenge, and it makes you think about how you can save your money, and you don't have to have a refrigerator. You can just use that.
Does drying food impact your life?
I love it, and I always use that, or when we have a special occasion, Christmas, Thanksgiving, or if we have a special visitor, I always prepare that, and a lot of people, they really appreciate it, and they say that they never had that for such a long time, and the last time they had was when their grandma had made that for them, or their mom, and I always use that as a special occasion food.
Foods have you dried?
Green onions, you roast them and you can hang them up just like the way you do the elk meat. You can hang them up and you can make it with your stew, and that's another thing that I had dried them out. And another one is a wild onions that grows out. It's another plant, and you use that when you make gravy. And there's another herb that they use. It's like a wild celery and a carrot stick, and that's good too. And I had used that before too, and you use that to make stew.
What are the steps when drying food?
Well, my husband goes hunting and he brings elk or deer meat, and I cut them up in layers and I hang them up, and it takes like 3 to 6 weeks to dry them out, and I pack them in a bag and I use it off and on, and it's good for, I'll say, like for 5 years or so. Some people, they add salt and green chili or red paste chili. They cover it with the meat, and like a jerky, they like it like that. And me, I usually use just a salt, and that makes it dry out faster.
So when after the meat is dry, how do you prepare it? Like, what do you make it into?
I boil it, and then I pound it down, like shred it, and I cook it with oil, or I can use it to make gravy with it, or I can use it making with potatoes or burrito. It depends how you want to make it.
What would others learn from drying food?
I can, like I said, I want to pass this on to my kids and grandkids, and it's a good process that I should think that they should learn, so they can pass it on to their grandkids, and it saves a lot of money. Now I'm gonna butterfly the elk meat. This is part of the arm. Baganit ato tatanishkesh kat hotanjano jotha tatajnilkish. I'm wearing a glove, so I won't get all that blood on my hand. And I'm cutting it. The koto, you have to be really careful how you cut it so you won't cut yourself. Koto geishla. It's best to make it really thin so it dries out fast. And a lot of people, they add all kinds of season. You can add salt, pepper. Some of them, they add season, out season, and deer season. But I just use the salt. And that's how I do mine. And you just cut it in butterfly. See how it's coming out? It's coming out really thin. And you keep doing this. You do this to all the meats. See how it came out? Taking the dry one off, and I put more meat up here, the wet one. These are going to dry out. It takes like 3 to 6 weeks to dry out, and these are already dry, as you can tell. So what I'm going to do with this is boil them now. So I'm going to take it inside the house. There you are. I'm going to get the out meat that was boiling for an hour. I'm going to get it out, put it in this bowl. Then I'm going to bring it over here. And I have this special rug that I use. I use this to pound my jerky. And you can see that it's very hot, so you have to be careful. Then I use this hammer to pound it down. And you can see how it's starting to turn light brown. You pound it down like this. You don't have to hit it so hard. And you can see this. See how it is? You keep doing this. See how it's coming out? And this is already cooked now. See how it is? And you can eat this with hot tortillas and a red chili paste. And it's called chon.